All right, it is now 5:19, and let's send it over to Evan, checking in on our forecast here. I will say, I thought it was going to be a lot colder last night when we were out, but the Santa Anas kept it kind of warm.
Yeah.
You were playing softball, weren't you?
Yeah, I still had a hoodie underneath my jersey, my polo shirt, but yeah, it was actually a little chilly. We were over in Del Mar, but it was just the wind. The wind, it's a little warmer, but still you just feel comfortable.
And I mean, it's cold, especially in the early morning hours. Once you get the whole overnight stretch for those temperatures to cool down. Right now, for example, I mean, our overnight lows typically come around 6 a.m., right before that sunrise, because once the sun does come up, it'll help to warm us up. But we have all overnight to cool down, and that's what we've been seeing. In some cases, in areas like Ramona, we're 20 degrees cooler right now than this time 24 hours ago. Compared to average, we've been kind of fluctuating in between. I mean, those overnight lows have steadily been below average for a good stretch, and then yesterday they were above average thanks to the Santa Anas. Now we're starting to see the atmosphere at least attempting to bring itself back to moderation, back to normal, and we're going to see that through and through across the day today. Here are those Santa Anas as of yesterday. Yesterday those Santa Anas came in at 83 miles per hour in Sill Hill. These are your gusts, your brief 3-4 second bursts of wind, as opposed to your sustained wind speeds that stayed mostly in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range. Cuyamaca Peak 62, Alpine 56, Otay 46 mile per hour gusts that came through. So it was breezy out there primarily across the mountains, but you saw Miramar on that list too. Your inland valleys picked up on quite a bit of that wind as well. Arrows are still pointing offshore. Humidity is down in some cases to the teens, which is presenting a pretty decent fire risk. Alpine 12% relative humidity, 17% humidity in Escondido. These are low numbers, but we're going to see, as those winds shift back onshore briefly, a slow push where that sea breeze, that humid coastal seawater is going to start to push onshore, and we'll see that more humid, moist conditions pick up across your coastline. It's only going to be brief, and what we see is that into early tomorrow we might even see a marine layer present. You see those humidity values jumping up to the 80 and 90% range, so we could see some of that low cloud cover presenting itself along the coastline into early this morning, and then especially into early tomorrow morning. But for tomorrow morning, once that marine layer comes on shore, it will be quickly pushed way back by the evening hours as those winds shift back offshore. You'll see those arrows pointing off the coastline, and that's when these numbers are going to drop again. You see Alpine dropping back to 17%. So late Friday, early Saturday, we're going to be seeing those humidity values drop as another round of Santa Anas return. It'll boost your temperatures, though, for Saturday and Sunday. Marine layer could be back for our early Friday morning. Winds are weakening, though, for today under sunny skies. So when we look at your last 14 days, those Santa Anas yesterday helped to boost our temperatures to 76 degrees. It was the first day in over 2 weeks where we were above average. We saw about a 2-week stretch of mostly 60s out there. Today we're a hair cooler than yesterday, but we're still holding on to some of that offshore momentum. So 73 this afternoon is that forecast high in Oceanside, 71 in Carlsbad, and 68 in Del Mar, 73 for Miramar. Here's the 8-day forecast. You see how we're mostly in the upper 60s and low 70s out there. We've got Thanksgiving on the 8th-day finally, and it looks like it's going to be a dry one. But again, we're going to fluctuate between those offshore and onshore winds at times, so drying out, starting to see humidity creep back up at times, and that push and pull that we see. Mountains are going to stay in the 50s. Deserts have widespread 70s out there for the next 8 days. Back to you.